Oh, come on. It's Christmas. It's Friday. It's the Christmas weekend. I don't want to have to be this guy. I don't want to have to be this non-fiat cryptocurrency deregulated money Grinch. I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to have to be the guy that's come out here and explained this to you time after time. And on a day when it looks like cryptocurrencies are finally getting the correction they so rightfully deserve on a Friday right before Christmas, I don't want to have to be this guy. But I have to report the news anyways. I'm Cody from Wall Street Breakdown. I hope you're having an excellent Friday. I'm having an excellent Friday. The cryptocurrency market has started to slip, and slip something fierce. It started yesterday with Bitcoin reaching an all-time high on Sunday around $19,500. As of yesterday, Bitcoin was around 15,000 and a half. And then it all started to come crumbling down. Bitcoin at one point today was down 44%, down in the $10,000 range. Now, you think this might be just an anomaly. I know we covered earlier in the week that moral do-gooder Charlie Lee, the founder of Lightcoin, sold off all his Litecoin so that he could add transparency as much as he could back into the marketplace, despite the fact that Litecoin was up some crazy figure this year, 8,000% at the time that he sold it. Now, he took his soapbox stance and said, oh, I've given a majority of this money to charity, and I don't like to trade anytime after I make a tweet or I'm about to tweet about this so that I don't skew the prices out there. Even though there's no transparency in this marketplace, there's nothing to say that he didn't tweet and then trade within seconds. There's nothing to say that. There's no breakdown of what he actually gave away when he sold all his Litecoin that was trading at, $340 a coin. They're now down considerably in the double digits. Since he traded that stuff, they're down at $235 or so. So for everybody who was touting the good graces of our friend Charlie Lee, he made out like a bandit as you're left holding the bag, scrambling, trying to find where your money just went. You were betting in a casino. That's where it went. Coin ranking, they give us a minute-by-minute update of the prices out of the market of all the big cryptocurrencies being traded. As of right now, the top 50 cryptocurrencies, do you want to take a guess as to what the price is? It's 1 o'clock Eastern time as I'm shooting this. There's one cryptocurrency in the green out of 50. There's 3 in the red in single digits. That's right. That leaves 46 other cryptocurrencies trading in negative double digits. I don't want to be this guy. I'm not here to bag on you. I've been here trying to warn you, trying to tell you, please don't do this. The market is up. You work very hard for your money. Easy money doesn't just happen. This is all a fallacy. This is a wonderland people have created and then have tried to pass on to other people to try to reaffirm bad decisions they're making. This isn't real. And unfortunately, there's a lot of you retail investors that are probably chasing your tail right now, trying to hope, trying to pray that this is going to work. You're trying to dollar cost average your purchases, right? You were in it. Let's say you were in Bitcoin at 17. Bitcoin's down in 12 now, right? So you're buying more. You're trying to dollar cost average, hoping that it goes back up so you can at least cut your losses as best you can. We said the CBOE and the CME adding futures trading for Bitcoin was going to add some legitimacy to it. What it was also going to do was it was going to add the opportunity for institutional investors to come in and decide to short Bitcoin. And as Bitcoin goes, basically everything else goes right along with it. That seems to be what's happening to the entire cryptocurrency marketplace today. Started happening yesterday. I didn't want to report on it yesterday. I thought, okay, we've seen enough anomalies with this marketplace. Let me pump my own brakes before I get out there and start telling people I told you so. I'm not looking to tell you I told you so. I'm looking for you to do good. I'm just looking for you to do good, but be conscious of what's going on. I get in a lot of back and forths with people who want this to be real, who want to be right. They neglect to tell me how they've got a stake in the game. I don't. I've never owned a cryptocurrency. I wouldn't advise anybody to buy one. I don't have a stake in the game. I am nothing but a spectator in this. But we've seen bubbles before. We've seen bubbles in the housing market with subprime mortgages being bundled together with good mortgages and being passed off as AAA. We've seen it. We've seen it in the dotcom era where you could start any kind of business you wanted, right? As long as it had a dotcom attached to it, you were going to get venture capital funding, you were going to go IPO, and it was going to shoot up hundreds of %. How many of those companies are still around? How many of those people took their money off the table early and didn't suffer serious blowback from that? Not near as many as you'd like to believe. The fact of the matter is this kind of stuff is what scares people out of legitimate investing. And legitimate investing is something that's going on and booming right now. It's doing phenomenal. The S&P 500 up well over 20% this year. Record highs after record highs. The Dow Jones, it hasn't had a losing month this year. Okay, it had a losing month in March when you consider the actual price of the stock. It was down, I think, 0.9%. But then when you consider in the dividends that are paid, that month is considered a gain as well, overall. This is going to be the first year ever where there's not going to be a month of losses. Can you say the same thing for your cryptocurrency investments? You got the heart to stay in this? I don't. I don't have the heart to watch this. I feel so bad for the people that are involved in this that then go out and have to regurgitate this same rhetoric over and over again, trying to prove a point that's lost on me and lost on really anyone else that isn't either impressionable or already in on the rhetoric themselves. I hate to be this guy. I really hope you got your money out if you were in already. I've been trying to tell people, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. I'm just trying to make sure that you that work hard for your money aren't losing your money, because there's people out there in the last 24 hours in the cryptocurrency market that I'm sure that are losing a lot more than their money. They might be losing their sanity. They might be losing their house. Who knows what they put on the line for this? Who knows if this actually does make any kind of a bounce back? I still can't find the implementation for it. I can't find a realistic reason why there's 50 currencies that I'm looking at on coin ranking. Why is there even that? How can you tell me that there's going to be 50 coins in legitimate in this marketplace? For what purpose? Maybe Bitcoin, right? We've talked, maybe Ethereum, maybe Lightcoin, maybe some of the coins at the very top, maybe. But even that maybe to me isn't enough. It's not enough when there's enough solid investment opportunities out there to put my money over in that. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't advise anyone to do it. And today, people are taking a real beat down right before Christmas. People don't deserve to be having to go through this, but you guys did this. Not you specifically, because you, I imagine, watching this are probably a lot smarter, unless you're one of the critics of this, in which case, you know where the comments section is. I'm happy to get as combative as you want about this silly topic. But the fact is if you go on Twitter and you follow anybody who's got crypto anything in their handle, they're continuing to tout the rhetoric. Buy the dip, they're saying. That's how they're getting you. They just keep trying to sell you this snake oil. I hope the smart investor just doesn't get involved. Stay away. Stay as far away as possible. I hope you've been doing that the entire time, and if you didn't, I sure hope you got out before this, Because if this is any kind of telltale sign of what the future has in store, it might be a very painful few days before we even reach 2018 for investors in the cryptocurrency markets. I don't want to tell you I told you so. I want you to be right. I want you to make as much money as you can. It's just that I've done this for so long. Don't let the hat and the glasses fool you. Like I don't know what I'm talking about. Like I wear glasses in the house because I'm a putz. I know what I'm talking about. I've been in this market a long time. I know bubbles when I see it. I know nonsense when I see it. You're looking at nonsense. It's playing out in front of you. And right beside that nonsense is a good marketplace. A good marketplace where smart money is making good profits. You shouldn't be doing this, but I'm not your mom or dad. I'm just trying to help give you a little bit of information from the other side, because it seems like most of the information we're getting from friends, family, from everybody on the internet, not from major banks, not from analysts, not from people who know what they're talking about, but from every Tom, Dick, and Harry walking around, is that this is going to be the greatest thing ever because of all this technology that's involved in it. Unfortunately, social media and stuff have drummed this up to be as big and as dangerous as it is. I don't want you to be involved in this. I just want you to stay away. There's going to be a lot of people suffering from a lot of anxieties going into this weekend, a weekend that should be built around your family and your friends and being happy and being thankful for everybody that you've got around you and all the people that you love and the things that you're thankful for, your job, your health. And people aren't going to be able to think about that. They're going to be thinking about this. That's just not the right way to go when you consider the marketplace, the Dow Jones, the S&P up over 20% this year. Great companies doing great things. Instead, people try to chase free money, easy money. That never works. You and I know that. There's no free, easy money out there. Money comes from doing hard work, from doing your due diligence, from being patient, long-term, buy and hold. That's the way it's always worked. That's the way all the smart investors worth all that money out there have done it since the dawning of investing. Why would we assume that it's any different today? It's not. But all the talking heads on the internet have convinced a lot of people to invest in something that ostensibly is play money. And now we're suffering from it. I really hope I can come back later this weekend on the podcast on Sunday, sometime on Tuesday after the holidays, and I can sit down and say, at least you guys got a bounce back. At least something happened where maybe you had the chance to get out of a position and not be down so much. But I don't think that necessarily is going to be what happens. I think, unfortunately, this might be the end, or the beginning of the end. And while I may wear sunglasses in the house, that's because the news is much more important than my pretty face. And I've been touting this news for a while. Don't let the sunglasses fool you. I never lost a dime in cryptocurrencies. Never made a dime either. Never considered it an actual investment. I hope you were smart enough to do the same. Stay away from this kind of stuff. There's too much good money going around for you to waste the money that you worked so hard for, spending it on this. I'm Cody from Wall Street Breakdown. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, thumbs up for this video, all videos, thumbs up for Christmas time. I can hear jingle bells playing in my head. Maybe I'm just going a little crazy from all the cryptocurrency talk, but that's between me and my psychiatrist. Leave some comments in the comment section. We love hearing from you, and have yourself a Merry Christmas and an excellent rest of your Friday.